Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Namaste, the experience of Namaste, the experience of seeing only one thing and blessing that one thing in every moment. That's really what the experience is that we've been describing here every day. The ability to see what is really there and the willingness to just disregard what isn't, to disregard what is not there, but to focus on what is. And that's what today's lesson is going to be all about. How willing are we to see that which can be seen while not worrying about or focusing on that which can never be seen? The split mind is always very confused about that. It focuses all of its attention on what cannot be seen. And that's why it's split. So wholeness, or the whole mind, comes through the experience of seeing only one thing, seeing what can be seen. So I'm going to, in a moment, read our little selection today from The Impersonal Light. And by the way, just for those of you who were waiting, did not want to get the ebook, the Impersonal Light paperback just went on sale this morning. So anyone who wants to get that can do so at Amazon. So let's read this short selection, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. It's a very short selection, but I think it's very poignant, and it takes us right to the heart of why we are here and what we are to do. It says, "No matter what the evidence shows you, I am everywhere and in everyone. I am everywhere and in everyone. The so-called evidence of separation seems to be in your mind, but it is not in my mind. And since it is not in my mind, it's also not in your mind. So the question becomes, why do you seem to see what cannot actually be seen? Why do you seem to see what can actually not be seen?" If you can honestly answer this question and do so joyfully, there will be nothing left binding you to this world. I could give you the answer, but that would deprive you of realizing that you already know the answer. To answer this question joyfully, that's the key. Why do you seem to see what cannot actually be seen? Let me read it one more time. No matter what the evidence shows you, I am everywhere and in everyone. It's important to know who is speaking in each one of these lessons. And the answer is simply you. It's you, the I am presence within you, or who you really are. This is not some entity or being outside of you. This is the truth of who you are, speaking to you. No matter what the evidence shows you, I am everywhere and in everyone. The so-called evidence of separation seems to be in your mind, but it is not in my mind. And since it is not in my mind, it's also not in your mind. The question then becomes, why do you seem to see what cannot actually be seen? So the question really is, can you be that answer and do so joyfully? Realize and happily say, I can't see that. There's nothing in separation that I'm actually seeing, not with my true sight. And just like in a dream, I may seem to see many things, but that dream is not in the mind of all that is. And so it's not actually seen at all. And to realize that, and to realize it joyfully, means that I am now willing to see what is true. I'm willing now to burst into and to break into an experience of reality itself that is so overwhelming and so all inclusive that I see only that which is true. I really like the that one line in that lesson that says, to do so joyfully. How joyful can we be that none of this was ever true or real? How joyful can we be that we've been creating a world that's literally impossible because it runs with the rule of two rather than one. Everything begins in this world with two. Two of this, three of that, an infinity of other things, instead of realizing there's only one thing happening here. And that one thing is the extension of love and loveliness, which is what you are. If you can claim that love and loveliness right now, you realize that it has already claimed you. You have already been claimed by love. That's the simple solution to everything. Just allow that, realize that, and share that. This is such a simple lesson, so I don't want to overcomplicate it with too much talk. Only the invitation to joyfully feel it. And so, I think it's a good time just to turn it over to the voice of practicality and see what Vicky can share about this joyful scene of what has always been true. Good morning, Vicky. You out there? There you
Good
are.
morning, Jimmy. Here I am. Thank you. Well, Jimmy, yesterday Teddy gave such a good description of vision, of Christ's vision, how we see or experience the light that is all around us, and the material things are not that they're irrelevant, they don't get in the way. But he said it very nicely yesterday. And this reading goes to that same experience. And what I was realizing it as you read it, and as I watched the video with that beautiful song, who were you singing that with? That was
Tina Malia. She's an amazing singer. Yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful. Anyway, the visuals you had put with it, one of them was an older woman with tears running down her face. And my heart just jumped, like leapt, and with love. And I realized as you were reading the message, from having my heart leap with love for that woman, it's simply what isn't love is fear. And what isn't love is a call for love. That's how Jesus says it in the Course. But that is fundamentally the simplest, most practical way of opening up to true mystical vision. If it's so simple, if no matter who is doing what, if we can see they're frightened and they're not attacking, that they're not being whatever, or any situation, that everyone is just calling for love. It is our joy naturally to want to give love. What isn't love is a call for love. It couldn't be more fundamental than that. And for me, that would be the bottom line, practical, right here in time, without having any mystical experience or holy instant, an entryway into true happiness and true joy. Because love in every dimension, as we give it, we fill with it. It fills us. It is impossible that it doesn't. And that's what brings us the greatest peace and joy that extends through us. So if we want to see, just it's so simple. If it isn't love, it's a call for love. Give the love that our brothers are calling for. That's it. Be the giver of it, just with a thought, just by showing up. Thanks, Jimmy. I'll keep it simple too.
I love how you're just allowing it to stay simple. And that's what I like about this lesson too. And the statement, simply do this. Open up your eyes and see where you've always been. and see who you've always been with. You've always been with the one, protected and whole and complete. And if you can just joyfully allow that vision to take hold and to see only that, by sharing only that, by extending only that, that's how you see that which I am, by being willing to share that and to be the source of that to everyone that you meet. And as you said, to realize that no matter how they show up, what they say, how they act, those three words, no matter what, my role is only to share that love and to give that light away, to do so joyfully. If we can just let it be that simple, we realize it is that simple. Isn't that funny? If we allow it to be that simple, then we realize it really is that simple. Thank you, Vicky. How about
Thanks,
Teddy?
Jim.
You're
He's
welcome.
there.
Teddy, you want to share anything?
You know, I'm just, it comes back to me to the original, the tiny mad idea at which we remember not to laugh. And we only get the result of our own thinking. So if we see all these mad ideas outside of us and remember to laugh because they're not true, that's what love is here. We're not laughing at our brothers, we're laughing at the stupidity of the ridiculous ideas in our own mind. And that is the recognition that we are what love is. And love extends naturally because that's what it's how it's made and what it is. So when Jesus says, I need do nothing, you need do nothing, that's sort of what he's talking about. Just laugh at the mad ideas in your mind, all those judgments that we think are true. Just laugh at those ideas in our mind. We're freeing our brother from our judgments and being the love that we are. That's about as simple as I can keep it, actually.
Remember to laugh.
Right, exactly, that's it.
Imagine if today, maybe this is a good challenge for all of us, put on the news, put on CNN.com or whatever you want, and look at a couple of the stories, and instead of getting pulled into them, just laugh at them. How crazy this is. And it's not so. Laughing at it is you realizing that this is not really true. This is not so. And even if it is, even if it were to have some tiny grip upon reality, the way that we dissolve it is not to engage with it and to fight it and to resist it, which is our natural tendency. How can this person think that way? Just laugh at it and look through it. Be willing to look through what seems to be happening to what actually is. And that's what the laughing at that mad idea of separation does.
And it's not laughing at our brothers, it's laughing at ideas. That's
That's
the
right.
thing.
Yeah.
Not
Good
laughing
point.
at our brothers. We're laughing at ridiculous ideas that we recognize because we all hold them in our own mind. It's really funny.
I love it. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you, Vicky. Let's turn to the Namaste group. Does anyone have anything they'd like to share? Let me turn this around so you guys can see the whole group here. Say hi, everyone.
Jimmy, actually, we can see everyone on the other computer already.
Oh, that's right. Perfect. Well, yeah, but I kind of like spinning around like this. It's fun. Who would like to share anything? I have an idea. Let's like do like the old talk shows, and I'll just walk out into the audience and see who is shining. Oh, Diane is shaking her head. I'm not shining. You sure, Diane? You look pretty shiny to me.
Thank you.
I know who I would love to. I'm going to sit down right here.
There we go.
I'm going to sit down with you guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
What would you like to share with us today? How would you like to shine your light?
Perfect choice.
Hector. Oh, gee. I'm just so grateful. I love you. Oh, my God. I look at your faces and I just get joyful and happy. and I see the joy in you and the Christ in you. And, that's my job. That's the only thing I was thinking this morning is I'm a channel. Lord, let me just be a channel of love and light and joy. It is my inheritance, and I feel it so strongly amidst all these mighty angels around me. So that's my message is to myself, is just be who I naturally am, and everything else, just pray for the release of it. I mean, we all glitch, and but it's momentary. It's a momentary glitch.
Laugh at the
And
glitch.
thank you. And that's what's so beautiful of being in community, because you're always being reminded. You're always getting another chance to see the Christ, to be the Christ. And it's so joyful. So that's it. Thank you. Love you all.
Now we're going to turn here to Gary. You guys are going back to the U.S. today, aren't you?
Yeah, we go back to California, leave here a little after 3, and land in Sacramento nonstop, which is sweet. And I'm sitting here with my dog's or God substitute. This is the beauty of the back row. You get to curl up with dogs.
It's true.
So how are you going to bring this light and shine that back in Sacramento?
Oh, just be who I am.
Be who I am.
Yeah,
That's the most simple,
Just
direct
be.
answer
That's
there
right,
is.
just be.
like that Popeye cartoon. I am what I am.
You go there.
That's perfect. I am what I am and remain what I am forever and forever. Thank you, everyone. That was fun. I think I may do that more often. Go out into the audience. All right, let's switch over to the Zoom room and see if anyone has anything they'd like